Hello, ladies. How you doing? Sharon here. I haven't been here for a long time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I've had a lot on my mind, going through a couple things. I don't know if you guys have heard, I'm going to be realistic. I'm not going to be fake. I'm not going to be fake. Because I find that a lot of women, some women, are going through something and they just don't have the nerve to really talk about what they're going through. But I can't always smile all the time. But I'm coming on here I don't know, just to let you guys know how I'm doing and to tell you like a little situation I've been through. Actually, it's no big deal. But anyway, I was doing a mini twist, I guess, this week. I just came out of a mini twist. And as I was taking out my twist, I kept noticing that my hair kept mending together, like meshing together. So I'm taking out the twist, and I get these knots. And I know that it's normal for you to shed. They say you shed, what, 200 to 300 strands a day of hair, which I understand. But it was like really freaking me out. I said, is my hair falling out or what the hell's going on? So I'm taking out these twists, right? And I said to myself, I don't know why, but for some reason, she's like an angel to me. I think it's Natural 185 was on the computer while I was taking out my twist because I have a mirror here that I can look at while I'm taking out my twist. And she did a how to trim your hair back in 2010, and it was right there in front of me on YouTube. And I looked at it. Something told me to look at it, and I looked at it, and she says, the best way to know that you need a trim is if you get these little single hand strand knots, and she brushed through her hair, and there was like all these knots in her brush. So she went through it, showed me how to trim my hair, which really I have never done. My husband did it once on one side because it was too long. This is at the beginning when I first started going natural. It was too long on one side and the other side was short. But she went through it. She showed me how to do it, how to make it all even, and I did it. And I was really freaking out at first because I said, oh man, I'm going to lose a lot of hair. But I think it's worth trimming your hair, trimming the split ends or the knots. I mean, I'd pull my hair apart and you see these knots and hair was like this. It wouldn't come apart. And when I pulled it apart, I just tear my hair. My hair was just tearing all over the place. I couldn't take it. I haven't been online very much because I've had my hair in mini twist for probably 2 weeks now, so there's really nothing to talk about, is there? But yeah, I was like freaking out when I was trimming it. I was kind of like scared because I said, oh man, I'm going to lose a lot of hair. It's just a little note that's a little bit shorter, but uh, what I like about it, which I never even thought about, is the fact that the curl pattern is much better. Look at that. All around my hair, the curl pattern is perfect. It's wonderful. Before it wasn't like that. It was, my curls were like, eh. The body of the hair would be curly, but then the ends would be like scraggly. So I'm happy with it. I am very happy with it. So anyway, that's all I had to really talk to you guys about. I mean, did you guys ever have any issues with trimming your hair? And tell me what you had to go through when you trimmed your hair, or did you do it yourself? That's the main thing, because I didn't get it done professionally. I did it myself for the first time, and it wasn't bad at all. Did everything evenly, so pretty proud of myself. Anyway, my daughter's hair is coming out fabulous. My God, I'm very happy with her hair. Her hair is growing like weed. Her hair is just absolutely so beautiful, and she's very happy with it. So I don't know if you guys saw any pictures. I'll see if I can put some up here on YouTube. so you guys can see how her hair is developing pretty well. She's been natural now for a month, and it has grown quite a bit. So I did a braid out on her yesterday. Can you believe it? As short as I cut it, I did a braid out on her yesterday, and it really stretched the hair, and it's like, boom, you know, it looks great. So anyway, I'm going to start recording some more outside. Just trying to get my mind together. I just haven't felt like smiling a lot lately. And that is my key signature is my smile. I just don't feel like smiling. Just feel, no, maybe a little bit dead inside. So much is going on, you know. I don't know if you guys know, but I do have some parents that is, they live in Georgia. Actually, my parents are. My mom is from Cuba, and my father is Jamaican. And they lived in New York, in Brooklyn, New York, where I was born, for so many years. Let's say maybe about 45 years they lived in New York. And I moved them to Georgia. I moved them to Georgia because they had bought a house in Georgia. They built the house from the ground up. It's a beautiful house. And my father, actually, when he was in New York, he got a stroke. And I have no brothers and sisters. It's just me. And, you know, it's just me. I live all the way over here. You know, it's really, it's rough on me. I constantly have him on my mind. He got sick in 2005. And from the day that I heard that he got sick, I've just never been the same. Wiped the smile right off my face. It's just never been the same. I gained weight at the time. I was just really stressed out. I couldn't find no work. You know, Spain was really getting bad. And when I first came here, man, you know, American music was a novelty. Now, they couldn't care less, to be honest with you. So, I moved him to Georgia, and that's where they live. They live in a beautiful house, but it's kind of rough on them because they're older now. They're in their 80s, and constantly thinking about them. So I have a lot of them. I have to go and see them this summer. I was supposed to see them last summer, but with the kids, I just couldn't afford it. It was too much money. Couldn't afford it, especially when not having too much work here. Now I'm doing like weddings and parties and things like that, but it's not enough. It needs steady work, you know. So trying to decide on what to do. I'm thinking of maybe going back home to back home. So the kids, that would be like a shock to them because they're not Americanized. They're really Spanish, you know. So I'm trying to decide on what to do. But anywho, I'm not going to talk about my problems no more. Uh, I will do some more recording maybe this weekend. Go out on the Passe Maritimo on the beach and show you around some more, okay? Alright, so trying to prepare myself to have a little bit of work here at least. Um, anyway, yeah, tell me what you guys think about the trimming, and tell me your experiences with trimming your hair, and how did you feel afterwards, alright? Alright, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now. I'll see if I can put them pictures up, alright, of my daughter. Okay, ciao. Love you guys.